Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the class today, 2020 Practical Feng Shui for Realtors. I'm Pauline Lam from Kota Realty. I'm your 2020 co-chair Education Committee. Today, we are so honored to have Master Alex Z to our classroom. Thank you, Alex. And I want to briefly introduce you. Maybe some of you already know him very well, and this is the second or third times to attend his class, but maybe some of you is new for these classes. So Alex Z is from Hong Kong, and he served with the Consulate General of the Philippines in Hong Kong and for Feng Shui Master consultancy. And before a Feng Shui Master, he was the CEO in the North America of a multinational group. Alex is very active in this 5 years with our Association of Realtors. We can see him with Arcadia Board, Everett Hill, Great Los Angeles Realtor, and Tri-County, and also, of course, San Gabriel Valley Realtors. And he also talked with Chinese American Real Estate Association of Realtors in area, and also talked in Texas recently. We would like to welcome Alex to tell us more about practical feng shui to apply into realtors industry. Now, Alex, you have the floor. We cannot hear you. Can you check?
He's unmuted. It's on his end.
Can you unmute it?
Hold on. He muted himself. Hold on. Let me check.
Yes.
Can you see my request? No. Still can't hear you. Did you click mute on your end?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Not good.
Oh, good.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Please mute me. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, guys. I really miss you guys. Wow, it has been a long time I didn't see you guys. And we know that this crisis, this pandemic is really horrible. And in other association earlier this year, like in CALPA, I also mentioned to you guys to the class that this year something bad will happen. Blood will lose, life will lose. There will a lot of things will happen. This is what I mentioned before. And in this class, I also have some prediction for this year and for next year. I can share with you guys. And I know that you guys, we are right now, we are in this social distancing. We're in a pandemic situation, so people will more or less stay home, not to keep it too close to each other. So in order to perform our job, to our work, we need to have a home office. So for the home office, in this session, we'll mention about how to set up your home office, what's the feng shui that you need to be careful. So this is what I'm going to share with you guys. And this is the introduction for me. We mentioned before, I'm from Hong Kong. This is the TV show, the radio program from Hong Kong, the magazine, I write those feng shui articles to them. These different classes. This is my client, and then the classes here. So I just make it really quick. And this is my feng shui book. The English version is coming. So, but if you can read Chinese, this is a good one. If you can't read Chinese, I will have an English version soon. And this is the apps. You can go to Apple Store or Google Play to download it. It's talking about your cell phone number. Before we want to know something about you, we need to read your face, read your palms, days of birth, for those kind of things. This is really traditional. But your cell phone number, there's a lot of indication inside. A good luck cell phone number can indicate a lot of things. Maybe after the class, or if we have time, we can practice it. Or not, you can go to this app to download it. Okay, this is a really important question. Lots of people will ask me, hey, Master, what is the definition for Feng Shui. What's that? What's the Feng Shui? They don't understand. Here is some simple definition for the Feng Shui. The Feng Shui is actually a wisdom concerning the exterior design, the interior design, the landscape. It means your yard, your backyard, your front yard, and different family members arrangement. This is we call all the energy management. Feng Shui can help you to improve your money fortune, your health, career, relationship, intimacy, learning, reputation. It is from Asia, and there's a more than 5,000 year history before. Okay, we are now in 2020. So what happened in 2020? 2020 is the year of the rat. The rat is actually the beginning for 12 zodiac. We have the rat, and then ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. And then the rat again. The rat is the beginning for the cycle. And this year is the metal rat. Rats, there's a 5 different types. We call it the 5 elements. We have the wood, we have the fire, the earth, the metal, and then the water. So this year is the year of the rat. Is a metal rat. The metal, we call it, there's a yin yang. They're different. This is a yang. It means this is strong. Like this picture, we use it weapon to represent this metal. So it means that this year there will be lots of killings, lots of people will lose their life. This is not really good. And the rat is also belong to the water energy. It means the raining. So you can see we have a lot of raining problem, flooding problem in Asia, especially in China. And this raining also caused us a problem is there's some negative energy accumulate in the atmosphere. So this is not really good. And we have more indication. So this is a really, really particular, really special Chinese prediction. It's in Chinese, but I will translate it in English to you. So he said that for this year, 2020, 庚子年, he said that 人民多暴出. He already said this year there will be lots of people losing their life. 春秋雖淹流, it means that in the springtime, autumn time, there's a flooding this year. So you already know something about this one. And this year, half of the year is gone. So we know that it's not really good. But what happened to next year? There's some indication. I'm going to show you guys. Okay, here is the prediction, or is the summary for the year of the rat. We know that all the year of the rat, something will happen. But this year, 2020, 1960, 1990, 1940, is the metal rat. You see that already there's a lot of really, really bad thing, war, people hungry, that kind of issue happen, people lost their life. It's because of the metal rat. So year of the rat is the rat, and this bat, we know that it caused the coronavirus, and this flying bat we also call it is a flying rat. It's a different type of rat. So the year of the rat, we have a problem from the rat. And last year is the year of the pig. We have a problem from the pig. And next year is the year of the ox. We don't know whether ox, the snake, we got a problem. If that's the case, it will be really, really bad. I hope it won't happen. But if it is really happen, then this is the cycle. So this is important. This is talking about not this year, next year. It's talking about 2021. What happened to 2021? It said that, let me translate to you, 疾病少紛紛. It means that the diseases will start getting better. 唔越喪為好. It means that the land can harvest, you can have some harvest from the land, so the problem solved a little bit. And then he also said that 人民多疾惡. People still have the problem, 快活好豐年, but getting much better than this year. So we can expect that this pandemic situation is really, really bad this year. But next year, something will get better. So I know lots of us, we are suffering from the pandemic, either financially or health concern or mentally concerned. We can't see each other. We can't touch each other. We can't keep in touch with each other. So this is the problem. But next year, something will get better. Okay, in this pandemic situation, what is the Feng Shui setting? We need to be careful, we understand. This is a Chinese version, but don't worry, we have the English version for you. So in this map, you can see that this is a 9 different flying stars. These 9 flying stars, every year, they will shift the location. So this year is number 7 go to the middle. And this Feng Shui map, we can see that south is on top, north is at the bottom. So we have the left is at the east side. So we have the left dragon here. And then west is on our right hand side. So we have the white tiger. We have a left dragon and white tiger is here. The front is the south, the back is the north. We can see that in this map, 2 really, really bad flying stars go to south and the east. For the south, there's a number 2 flying star go to the south. Number 2 is the start of a sickness. It's a bad guy. And the south, we can see that there's a Shui Po and 3 killings. So lots of bad things go to the south. So what happened to the south? It happened not this year, last year. Is Australia, there's a huge fire in Australia. Why it happened at the end of last year is because this year is the year of the rat. The year of the rat is against the horse. Horse is running so fast. So for all the problem, it will go, you appear before you actually, it will appear before. So it appeared at 2019, at the end of 2019. So this is what we can see. And another location we need to be careful is the east. The east is number 5 flying star over there. Number 5 is we call the start of disaster. So we can see that 5 go to the east. The coronavirus start from the east of the world first. So it caused a problem. So normally we believe that south facing or east facing house is really, really good in Feng Shui. It is for the normal situation, but not for this year. This year, we got some problem for the south and some problem for the east. So for you guys, if you can choose your room to be your master bedroom, or if you can choose your home office, make sure don't choose the south one. Don't choose the east one, because this is not a good location. Which one is good? Northwest is good, west is good, and northeast is good, because of number 8, number 9, and number 1. Number 8 is the best one, because number 8 is because the start of the fortune is belong to the money. So this is really, really good. It go to the northwest corner. And for the west is number 9. Number 9 is the future good luck flying star. It represents the happiness. It represents the love. It represents something good happen. It also represents some money making ability. It goes to the west. So west is also a good location. Northeast is also a good location. Northeast is number 1 going flying over there. Number 1 is belong to the water energy, and then is a flying star represent the people can study well, the people have a good relationship with each other, and then it's also a future money fortune flying star. So 8, 9, 1, northwest, west, and northeast is a good location. If your house is west facing, northwest facing, or northeast facing, it's not bad, because this year 8, 9, 1 is go over there. If your master bedroom or your home office is in this 3 location, it is also a good idea. But again, this is the real Feng Shui we are talking about. For the real Feng Shui, we're talking about consider all those flying stars. We have the original flying star, construction 20 years, water side, mountain side, yearly. Sometimes we'll consider the monthly. And this is the Feng Shui issue. And if you want to Feng Shui your house, we'll take into consideration of the Feng Shui character and also your date of birth, because this is so important. So it's all the thing we have to combine together. Your house and yourself need to be meshed together in order to do the Feng Shui. Normally we will use this Chinese compass to do that. This is the item we use it. We call 24 mountains. We try to separate the circle by 24 different sessions. And this is 120 session. This is 64 session. This is 384 session. This is what we try to separate different area, different portion, so we can get a more concrete result. This is the real life we are using this Chinese compass to Feng Shui our house. Okay, to keep it simple, how you can Feng Shui your home office. Your home office is so important because this is your money making, your business come from this home office. So this is the same. Stay away from south, stay away from east this year. Try to use the northwest, the west, and northeast. This is a good location this year. Okay, and something you need to be careful or pay attention. First of all, your home office, you cannot be too small. The home office, the room cannot be too small. It can't be too big, just good enough. Maybe under 200 square feet, not too big, not too small. 150 to 200 is good size. Because if too big, the energy will lose it. If too small, you can't work. So we want to make a balance. Your home office, it must have a window. A window is so important. You are not stuck in a boring room that you can't see something outside. You need to have a window view to take a look outside, so you have a bottom your view, so you know what happened. It's best to have a sunlight because if too dark or outside is all tree, everything block your view, it's not a good idea. It must have a lock. It must have a door, so it can't be. You can't just use your living room to be your home office. It's not a good idea because the energy cannot lock in your home office. For the terms of nowadays terms is you need some privacy for your home office. So with a door, a room is so important. Don't just use your living room or your dining table to be a home office. It's not a good idea to do that. The ceiling, it can't be too low. It must have enough height for your ceiling. And the ceiling, although we don't have a water problem at this moment, we don't have a raining problem, but if there's a leak, you need to fix it because a leak means the water will go away. It's not good for the money. It's not good for the business. Okay, here is something important. This is, if you choose this room to be your home office, this is a bad idea. You know why? Because this room, there's too many doors. 1, 2, 3, 4. One door is good enough, and it can only be one door. More than one is too much. The money will go away. It's no good. It's not good to hold the energy over there. Let's say this floor plan, if you choose this bedroom to be your home office, there will have another issue. The first of all is the main entrance is here. This is the front door. The front door on the left hitting your home office door, and then hitting your home office. To an easier way for you to understand is, if you choose this room, there's no privacy. So something you need to modify it. Either use something to block it, use a room divider or cabinet or whatever to block it, so you can have a privacy here. You will solve the problem. Okay, if you choose this living room to be your office, something is good because you have a nice view. you can refresh your mind. You can have a really nice view. You won't feel too much pressure when you sit here. But the problem is the stair is on the left, is hitting this desk. This is not really good. So it means there's no privacy, and then the energy is just kicking here. So also it's not a good idea. We want to have stable environment, stable situation for your home office. Okay, if you choose this one to be your home office, you need to be careful. Something on top, something at the bottom. On top, make sure on top is not a restroom, because if there's a restroom like this, all the bad luck, because this restroom is used, we use it for number 1, number 2 business, and it's on top of you every single day. It's not a good idea. At the bottom, if there's a fire, it means a kitchen or stove is on downstairs. Also not a good idea because there's too much heat. You sit here for a long time, you easily have some heart and circulation issue, headache, you can't sleep well, some of this issue. So it's not a good idea. You need to move away from the fire and this restroom. Okay, if you choose this broad room to be your office, make sure you don't choose the end, the seat at the end of this table. You know why? Because the beam is on top. It gives you too much pressure. The ceiling is low, too much pressure. So the seat at the end is not a good idea. But here is good. Again, if your home office, you have a ceiling like this, this is you make some decoration, it's nice, but we consider it as a beam, but this beam is not so serious problem, but still it's a beam. Under this beam is not a good idea because the energy is not stable over there. Something like our master bedroom, we don't want a bulky fans, a bulky light on top of our bed. It's the same idea. So we don't want something on top. We don't want something on top. We want a high ceiling. Some of the houses got this problem. Okay, this is a nice office, but if your office is here, or if your home office is like the bottom, the downstairs is empty, nothing. The energy is not really stable, and there's no support. Again, it's not a good idea to have your office or your home office like this. Make sure downstairs is just a normal thing. No fire, there's no empty space, something like that. Okay, for your home office, we don't want to have too much column, too much this kind of things in your home office, because you are against the wheel, and then it's just like something give the pressure to your home office. We don't like that. This is a nice sitting area. It's good for relax. You can stay here, have a tea or coffee. It's fine, no problem. But if you want to stay here to a home office, there will be a problem because sunlight, too much sunlight. We consider the sunlight too strong, will have a health issue to you. So we don't want that one. Okay, here you need to imagine. This is the window. This is the ground floor. It means that in this room, it is on the basement, at the basement. At the basement, we don't like that because we want to have your home office be on the first floor or even the second floor, so you have a more good quality of air, bottom view. Here is the first of all too dark. You can't have a sunlight in your home office, and it is on the basement. The air quality is not really good. It's not good for you to stay here as a home office. A mirror, you need to be careful for the mirror. I suggest you, for your home office, don't put a mirror. A mirror will cause a lot of problem. Don't do that. Especially in your bed, we don't want you wake up and see the mirror. So stay away from that mirror because it will reflect the energy, especially the negative energy. Okay, before we move on, we need to understand there's a traditional Feng Shui is come from here. We call it 4 ancient animals. What is 4 ancient animal? This is the traditional Feng Shui come from. Here, this point we call is the dragon hole. The dragon hole is so important. The traditional Feng Shui believe that, let's say if I bury my granddaddy in this dragon hole, I will be really, really rich and my family will be really, really success. This dragon hole is so important. You see that there's a 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a 4 left dragon arm to protect the left side. There's a 1, 2, 3, 4 white tiger arm to protect the right side. The best support is like this. And then the front phoenix, there's a mountain protecting it. And then this area we call mentor is some location store the energy. So that's why even your yard, even your front yard, we like to have some fence to protect it. For your backyard, we want to have a tree to protect it. It's because this is the traditional theory come from this one. We believe that the good energy is stored here, so we need to block it. Don't let it lose away. So this is a picture I took at Macau. This is a McDonald's in Macau. It's not here. So you can see that there's some different from the McDonald's or the restaurant here. And can you guys see it? Okay, let me help you guys. You see the chair? Something special. Compare this chair with your chair you're sitting right now. So there's something special. You see that? Why the McDonald's want to have this kind of chair? It's simple. You go to Starbucks, you go to other coffee shop, they prefer to use this kind of chair. You know why? Imagine, let's say for this lady, so if she want to stay in this McDonald's for, let's say, for the whole day, do you think she can do that? I don't think so. You know why? Because for she cannot sit here so comfortably because there's no back support, no left dragon, no white tiger, nothing. Just sit here. You can't sit here for too long time because you have a bad ad. It's not really good for your health too. So this is we consider as a bad Feng Shui chair. But why the restaurants still want to use this? It's simple because they want to turn over. They want you to buy their meal, finish it and go. Buy and go, finish and go. They want to turn over. So that's why they want to have this chair. So compare the chair in your office or even home office, it's totally different. This is a good luck Feng Shui chair. You know why? This is a back support, left dragon, white tiger. You can sit in this chair for the whole day. You can finish your job, no problem, watch the movie, whatever you like. This is a nice chair. But here, you can't sit here for too long. It's the same. The traditional Feng Shui come from this one. Okay, the traditional Feng Shui believe that left dragon, white tiger, front phoenix, back support, just like a protection to you. For this chair, there's no protection. For this one, good protection because we have the best support at the back and left dragon and white tiger, one on the left and one on the right to protect you. So in order to decorate your home office, we need to use these 4 ancient animals to figure out your home office. So for home office, the best one is you have a solid wall at the back. For me, let's say I have a solid wall at the back. This is so important. Just like I'm sitting in this chair with the support. If your wall is not solid, it's just like you're sitting here with no support. You can't sit here for a long time. This is a bad Feng Shui sitting. So a support is so important. And we can still try to understand more about the support. Okay, this is a good example. I love South Korea. I really, really like it. But something Feng Shui issue we can share. It's nothing against different countries. No, it's just a Feng Shui case study. So for us, we have the White House represent the president living there. It's the capital, represent the power. In South Korea, they also have the house, but we call it the Blue House. It is like this. It's the president, they stay there. This Blue House, you can see that, okay, this is the main building. We have the Red Dragon here, the White Tiger here, the Fun Phoenix is nice. It's no problem, it's so good. But the problem is the back. You see the support, there's a mountain, but this mountain, there's too much rock here. It causes a problem. What kind of problem? You can see that. Okay, this gentleman, he is the first, second, third president. He need to leave the country and go to Hawaii. This is the second president. He's the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth president. He was killed by his people. We have CIA, they have KCIA over there, killed this president. This is another president, he go to jail, but finally released by another president. Sentenced to death too, but finally released. This is another president, also sentenced to death and go to jail, but finally released. This is another president, he commits suicide. This is the previous president, he is in jail for 15 years. This is the previous latest president. He got an impeachment and passed, and so he stepped down and he go to jail for 25 years. You see that lots of tragedy happened for the president. You know why? Just because the back support got a problem. So this is the chair we're using in Asia. This is, let's say you have a nail salon, facial salon, something like that. If you want to have a more sales record, the boss, the manager will use this kind of chair. When there's customer, they sit on this chair, their problem is they will keep buying, they keep consuming the product and service. You know why? Because the support is empty here. And this is a real example. It happened in Hong Kong. One of the investment bank, they have this kind of chair in the reception area. The manager told me that after they replace with this chair, they have a really, really good sales figure. The customer, when they go into their investment banking, they sit here before go to the consult some advisor. And this kind of chair just let the people, let his customer just losing money or taking money from his pocket to buy the product and service. So back support is so important. Let's say if you sit here, the wall is here. It's good, there's a wall here, but it's too far away from this seat. And you can see there's a corridor here, and there's some people can walk at your back here. It's a bad idea. Don't do that. Although there's a wall, but too far away. If you sit here, although there's something at the back, but there's some like a transparency, the people can see your back or see your screen, so there's no privacy. Also not a good idea for your home office. Your back support, if there's a window, it's good for the wheel, but for us, it's not stable. We don't want that because there's no support. See? So a solid wall is so important, but something we can do to decorate our back support to make it much better. So what we can do, this is a good example. There's let's say if your client, they write you some thank you letter, you can stick at the back because this is your support. They appreciate your service. They recognize your service. So with their thank you letter, they support you. You can go further. So this is good. This is important. This is good too, with good Feng Shui energy. Your certificate, you have a lot of certificate as a professional. So this certificate you have put at the back also is a good support to you. If you have some award, You can also put at the back, but make sure the award is like a round shape. It's not a really sharp object. If too sharp, you need to put it at the sideway. Don't against you. Only the round shape, because round shape is no sharp angle will against you. Or if your professional is a lawyer or something, you require lots of knowledge, you can also put a bookshelf at the back to support you, because this is the knowledge can help you further success in your career. Okay, we mentioned about the back, the support. How about the front, the window view, the front in front of you? So something we need to understand. First of all, don't do that facing a wall. You know, traditional, when we read the traditional Kung Fu fiction, the guy do something wrong and the master Sifu will punish him to face the wall to reveal, hey, what he did is wrong. This is we consider as a punishment to reveal what you've done is wrong. Let's say you need to face the wall for 10 years to reveal what you are doing wrong. So this is not really good. For nowadays, we don't like to see the wall like this, because there's no view, too much pressure. If your seat is really like that, then you need a mirror so you can see something at the back. You can see what happened. But this is not a really good idea. But if your home office is really like this, you need to have a view. So if you can have a window here, so you can only put a mirror in front of you so you can see the wheel at the back. It can also protect you, because you don't want to have some surprise, your kid or your wife that surprise you at the back, scare you. We don't want that. So with a mirror in front of you, in this case, is important, because it can help you to bottom the wheel and to see what happened at the back. Although this is not a good idea to have a Feng Shui, to have a home office like this. But if you really have a home office like this, you need to do that. If your view, you can see an ocean view or a river, a pool or lake, this is good. This is fantastic. But we know that it's not really easy to do that, because this house may be 2 million, 3 million, is not for everybody. So, but a window view is so important. Okay, if your home office is here, there will be a problem, because this is, we call it the roll punching. You're in the T shape. For nowadays, the idea is this is not safe, because the careless driver, they will hit your house, hit your home office. So you put yourself at risk. So it's not a good idea. If your home office is really like that, you need to do something. Put something here. If this is not a red light, you can put your car, put your truck here. That will help a lot. Okay, this is, if outside the wheel is a curved road, there's something you need to pay attention. Here, this is, we call it a money making area. If your home office or your house is here, it's just like a bell protecting you, is good. If your home office or your house is here, this is a bad luck area, because it is on the outer curve. So for you to understand is, let's say this is a slippery floor, it's raining at this moment, and then a careless driver just down the hill and he didn't slow down. So if something happened, he'll hit your house. So that's a problem. We don't want that. So we like to have it here, but not here. But if you are in this outer curve, you need to Feng Shui your house. Either use something to block it, build a tree, park your car, park your truck over there to protect you. This is a simple way you can do that. Okay, outside the window, we don't want to see the pole like this. And then this pole is have some sign. There's maybe a stop sign or speed sign. There's a 35 miles per hour, something like that. So this is like a knife chopping you. So we don't want that in front of you. You need to take care of it. A sharp object outside your window is also not a good idea. it consider have some sharp killing energy. So we don't want that outside your home office. Your home office, if there's a back door, you can see the tree, or the window can see the tree like this. Also not a good idea, because it block your view. You can't see outside really clear. Okay, here you need to use some imagination. We can't, it's tough for us to find here, but if you go to downtown or go to Asia, there's a lot. This is the problem is, you see a wheel with a gap between two buildings. We call it the sky chopping. The energy is too, it's not really stable. So this is not good idea, especially if the people is sick for a long time or pregnant lady. Make sure your window cannot see the wheel like this. Okay, we mentioned about the support at the back and then the window wheel at the front. So here is the left dragon and right tiger. This is so simple. So make sure your home office, the desk, the chair, not like this, because here, nothing. This chair, no your left dragon, no white tiger, no arms. This is not a good idea. So change the chair, put something here, it can save, it can help. For the table, make sure the table, the size is good enough. We don't want to be too big, but definitely we don't want to, your table is too small, it's not good enough for you to do your job. This is like a normal size. So for this table, something we can do to Feng Shui the table to make it more better. So what can we do? Make sure that the pencil, the pen, something like that, you don't put the pen like this, because all the sharp object facing outside, it's not safe too. You loss of balance, your head hitting this pen will cause a problem. So don't do that. So on your table, you can put something nice. Let's say your family picture, you can put it in front of your table, because this is your family. This is the power, the origin for you. Hey, why you work so hard? Why you doing so much? Because you want to create a better future for your family. They are your hope. They're something you love. You want to work hard and provide them a good situation, a good environment for them. So this is the energy come from. Even you're too tired, when you take a look for the picture for family, for your son, your wife, your husband, your dad, your mom, this is can give you some energy. Also, you can put, let's say this year you have a target, you have a goal for this year, you have a goal for 5 years, 10 years, you have a dream you want to come true. You can also put this dream or goal in front of you, so it can remind you every single day, hey, it is what I should do. So put your goal over there, it's good. You can also write a wish, like we go to temple or we go to a different location, we want a wish and we want to have a different good thing, let's say good health, good business, something like that. You can also put it in front of your desk, can bring you the good luck. So this is a simple Feng Shui setting for your home office. I see there's some question here. Maybe we can answer some question before we move on. Is Pauline here? Or not? We wait until at the end of this the classes, then we answer the question at the same time. Okay, this is a case study for the residential Feng Shui case study. I know you guys are realtor, and then you have an open house, you need to discuss to your customer like that. So this is something that is good for you. In this case, I use it for last time, but I think it's important, so I keep using this one. Okay, let's say you have a listing, your customer just asks you to help to sell the house like this. This is like a single family house. So you can describe all those interior, exterior, no problem. But here is, I want to help you to add more Feng Shui value to the house, so you can sweeten the deal. And then when your customer take a look, they will like it, and then they will like your description. So this is so important. This is a simple, single family house, but something is good, so we can add to that. I know that the tree in front is not a good idea. The lining on top is also not a good idea, but we don't want to focus too much, because this time we want to focus something nice, something good. So you can talk to your customer, and they can help you to sell the house. So here is the tips we mentioned before. This is 4 ancient animal. It's so important. In this house, it's simple, but we have a left dragon here with the white tiger here. It's more like a balance. You know, for residential and commercial, it's totally different. For residential, we want to have a balance, because your house is so important. You can have a better health, better intimacy relationship with your husband and wife, better family relationship with your kid, better relationship with your friends, and then money luck can get better. So the house is all round. Everything is so important. So we want to have a balanced situation. Left dragon, white tiger is so important. But for commercial, this is another story. Let's say this is a shop, a commercial shop. We want it into a corner side. The customer can come from the right, can come from the front. So you can welcome the customer to come in. But this is for commercial, but for residential, it's totally different. We want to have a balance with a left dragon, white tiger, the best support, and fun phoenix to protect you. Okay, here is the tips for you. It still have you. You can take a look. Something can help you. So first of all, be careful for the south and the east. This is a bad luck location for this year. Although normally we think that south is good, east is good, but not for this year. Be careful for March and June is gone, but the next one you have to be careful is December. December this year, something will happen. So make sure we don't travel too much. We need to stay home. We don't want to travel too much this year. There's a lot of that kind of things. Earthquake, hills fire, natural disaster, airplane crash, the ship sink, lots of that kind of things. So it's not really stable this year. Flooding, something like that. I prepared it at the beginning of this year. So you can see March and June. But next thing is December. You need to be careful. Something you can do to get better. So ox, dragon, and monkey is good this year. So make sure you find more ox, dragon, and monkey in your team, can help you out. Northwest, west, northeast corner, they're good corner this year. So you can move your home office or your bed over there. That will be the good. If not, we can Feng Shui there to help you. More charity is good. So if you want to have a better luck, do more charity, it will help you. Okay, here is because this is for the realtor. This is for a realtor association. So we have this open house session. If you can do it in a virtual open house, that will be good because of this pandemic situation. But if you want to have a real open house, normal open house, something you need to do to dress up the house to make it better, so you can sell the house easier and in higher value. So first of all, make sure you have this we call personal protection equipment for yourself and also for your customer. The cover for the shoe, make sure the dog is not biting or is is not causing some dangerous to your customer. The slippery floor, make sure you take care of it. A virtual open house is something good idea this year. If you can do that, go do that. And if you want to do a normal traditional Feng Shui open house, this is an event, especially at this season. We don't want you to get problem. We don't want you to come in, hey, I go to your open house and I got COVID-19 or I got some issue. We don't want that. If you can get some insurance to protect you, this is a good idea to protect yourself. And for your open house, try your best not to show the open house just like a empty essay just like this. This is not a good idea. You need to do something to dress it up. The painting, the drawing, the picture in your open house, make sure it's not a scaring. We don't want to scare your customer. We don't want you to scare the kid. So all the picture, all the painting, all the drawing, make sure they have a good meaning. Okay, flower is important. Flower is nice because it brings the good mood to the people. So here is the case. When you open the door, this is the entrance. The entrance, if you can put a flower here, you can dress up the house a little bit. If you can put a spotlight here, it's even a good idea too. Okay, for the flower, here is some decision you need to make for your own house, for your own office. I suggest you use the real one because this is your home, your office and your house. But for the open house, if you use the real one all the time, it costs a lot, first of all, and the second is it will cost you too much headache, too much thing you need to take care of. It's bothering you, so it may not be a good idea for your home, for your open house. So you can switch it to something look really real, artificial, but fake flower just for the open house, not for your office, not for your residential, not for your house, just for the open house. Because this is just your project, we want to keep it simple. Get some artificial flower, really nice one. So put it there. After that, you can bring it back to store in your garage or storage. No headache. It's simple. You don't need to dress up the house like this. This is like for wedding. We like to do that. And also, this is not a good idea to use the white flower. The flower for white is it's not really good in Feng Shui. In Feng Shui, we want to have a more colorful, more bright color, like a purple, red, yellow, orange, whatever, more colorful. This is a nice flower, the orchid. It's good for your office. It's good for your house too, because the flower can last for a long time. You don't need to change it so often. And for the open house, it's also a good idea. Again, for the open house, you can try to get some really real but artificial fake flower just for the open house. Because you are not going to stay to live in the open house. This is your business. So keep it simple. Sunflower is also good. Dry flower sometimes is also good because of the smell. Like this lavender, lots of people like the smell like this. Smell is something really good and is important Feng Shui technique. Nowadays, lots of different building they will use it. Let's say you go to a 5-star hotel, you step into lobby, you can smell something good because they put some smell on the lobby. So when you step in, you can smell it. When there's like a grade 8 commercial building, when you step into that building, you can also smell something good. This is nowadays the people use the smell a lot, but this is part of the Feng Shui technique. We used it long time ago. Okay, you need something green in the house to dress it up. It can bring some living energy, can give some living energetic energy. So, but for the green plants, we like it in this one, like a thick, juicy green plant is good. Because this thick leaf is round shape and is thick and juicy, can store the good energy. And this cactus, we don't like to use the cactus in American because we don't want to get trouble. Because you put a cactus in your house, in your open house, the kid touch it, get hurt, breathing, the parent may be sue you, and then this is not a good idea. We don't like that. This is what we do in Asia. In Asia, we will use the cactus. We use a lot. So this is a real example. We do it in Hong Kong. This is like a commercial building. This is the entrance on the left. So it means that why we put a cactus at the entrance, because at the left side, the entrance, outside there's something bad, something horrible, something bad energy, bad shape outside. So we use the cactus here to against something bad on the left-hand side. But we don't want to hurt inside or the sideway. So at the back, we use some tall green plants to protect the back. We don't want the cactus, the pin, to go backward to against the people, just one direction, go to the left, go to the front. And at the sideway, this is a pathway, so people will walk in and out here. So we use a small one. You see that? This is the leaf is big and really, really green, and we put at the sideway to protect it. So make sure this cactus just go to one direction. It's not going back. But in Asia, this is what we do in Asia. But in America, we don't do that. We don't want to, the kid touch it, get a problem. We don't like that. The reason I show you guys is this is a combination for the setting for the plants. We do it in Asia to Feng Shui the house. A fruit is also good because a flower is nice. Flowers can bring the people have a happiness feeling. This is the process. But the fruit is this is the result. This is what we like. We like the result. Again, you can choose a real one if you want, or choose something artificial but look really, really real, because just an open house. It's not your house. A wet carpet is also good because you can, especially with this welcome logo here, always is good because you want to welcome the people come in. Water is also a good energy because we believe that water is like the represent the money, represent the money energy. So with the water, then we can have the money luck. And this water, we can see that this is a really quiet, stable. We don't want the water like this. A Niagara Falls is nice, but this water energy is too strong. As a realtor, your job is so complicated, so much thing you need to prepare, so much documents, so much process you need to go through before you close the escrow. So we want your process to be slow, to be, you don't make any mistake, just finish the job step by step. No hurry, no rush. So this water too strong is not good for realtor. But this one is different. This one is the water is stable, steady, and the energy is stable over there. And this picture is really, really nice. Why I like it is because there's a beach here. This is like the realtor, the connection. You connect the buyer and the seller together. So you close the deal, you make the deal come true because there's a connection here is you. We also like to use the picture for the sun. The sun is good. It brings us the hope, bring us the good feeling, the energy. So, but this picture of the sun is almost at the horizon. So we really not sure whether this picture is a sunrise or sunset. You know, sunrise and sunset is different. For us, for you as a realtor, for me as a Feng Shui master, we do a normal job. We go out to, let's say for me, I go out to Feng Shui my client at the daytime. And then you have an open house at the daytime. You won't have a late, like a midnight open house. You don't do that, right? So, I suggest you sunrise picture is good for you. Also as good for me, because for sunrise, you have the lunchtime, you have the morning, you have the tea time, you have the dinner time to finish your business. It's good for everybody almost. But let's say if you are doing something special, if you are open a bar, a club, or some nightclub, something like that. So definitely you need a picture for the sunset, because after the sunset is the nighttime, you have the business. So it depends on our business, the type. But for picture like this, how can we define whether it's a sunrise or sunset? So here is something simple. When we put this picture to the east side, the east dragon side, this is a sunrise because the sun come up from the east. And if we put this picture on the west side, so it's a sunset because it's a white tiger. The sun always go down to the hill at the west. So we can use the direction to indicate whether it's a sunrise or sunset. A smiling baby is something, this picture is good because I can remind a couple, hey, this is our room. It's time for us to raise our family, to have a little baby here. So if you want to have a picture like this, make sure the baby is smiling. If not, a teddy bear is smiling, because we don't want to see a crying baby. We want to see a happy face baby. Okay, here is some example. Let's say if you have an open house like this, this is your open house. You want to decorate it, you want to make it nice before open to the market. So what can we do? So step by step, first of all, we want to have a carpet. So you see that before is nothing, but right now we have a carpet at the entrance. And this carpet, make sure the welcome matter is like this. It's not turning around. So when we drive, you can see that when we drive from the bottom to the top, the letter is like this. If you turn it upside down, the driving direction is different. It's from inside to outside, from the top to the bottom. This one is we welcome the guests from outside to come to the open house, take a look, and when they like it, they give you a good offer. We want to do that. So we want to welcome the guests to come in, not going out. Okay, here there's a problem is the restroom is at the entrance. This is not really a good Feng Shui setting because the smell you come out to the entrance. We don't like that. So what we can do is we can put green plants inside the restroom to dress up a little bit with some green living energy. We can also further put some good smell. Let's say put a dry lavender, put over there. Let the smell spread all over the restroom. It will help a lot. And also we close the door for the restroom. So make sure it's a separate location. We don't want it to against the main entrance. And then we keep going. Here we can put a picture of the fish here, because the fish in the Feng Shui term belong to the money, is concerning as a money luck. So this fish, we want it to move in the one direction. It's from outside to inside. It means the money from outside to come inside and store in this room. So the fish direction, you need to pay attention. Make sure it's swimming inside, not outside. Here, let's say this is the east side. We can put a picture here. This picture is nice. You can see that when you see clearly, it is like a mature harvest wheat field. So this is you can get lots of wheat here. So this is the result, especially when your soil there is all gold, wet, even Worcester, something like that. This is the money, because this is the food. Also, we can put orchid flower here to dress up it a little bit. And then this dining table, we can put the food here. This coffee table, we can put a flower here. Okay, in this corner, we can put the water bamboo to dress it up, make it nice. Okay, when we come down here, a bathroom here, again, we put some green plants. We put some smell like a lavender, dry flower. It smells really good. So we finished this one. And then the master bedroom, we want to do it like make sure the couples step in. They know that, hey, this is a nice romantic house. It's for them to stay here, for them to raise the family. So we wanted to have add some romantic element into this master bedroom. A dry red roses. The smell is good. It's romantic. And then a love pillows. Make sure it's two of them, not just single one, because we want to have two. Is two couple, husband and wife, stay there to raise the family. And then the bed sheet is, if it is a wet in color, is even more better for this master bedroom. And for the bedroom number 2 at the bottom, so this is for the kid. So we can do it, put a picture for the kid, put a teddy bear, put a book, open book with glasses here to dress up a little bit. So this is something similar, something simple Feng Shui setting for open house. You can keep using it. This is for your suggestion for you. Maybe you can do it for next time. Okay, here is the, normally this is what we do. The Feng Shui will try to separate the area to 24 different sections for the house. We call it the 24 mountain. So each mountain, each session will do different Feng Shui setting. This is the real Feng Shui setting. We will do that. But for you, for the open house or for your simple Feng Shui setting, you can do that is, okay, here the yeast is belong to the wood energy. So we want to have a more wood energy on the yeast to make it belong to its own location. For the west, it belongs to the metal energy. We want to have a metal over there, more metal. The north is a water energy. We want to have a more water energy, more like a water bamboo, water fountain, something like that. The south is a fire energy. We want to have a more colorful, red, purple, pink, orange, some fire element over there. At the middle is the earth energy. We want to have a more earth, soil energy in the middle. So this is a case we mentioned before. Let's say we have an open house. This is your new listing. Your listing is like this. People don't like it. You know why? The T shape here. So we need to fix it. We need to do something to make it better. So here is example how you can do it. If this is your home, you can build a wall like this. This is like a green plant wall. This is the best. If this is this layer, the third layer is good, but the middle layer, if there's a higher a little bit, that will be better. So we have 1, 2, 3 different layers to protect it. The most important is the third layer. You can stop a truck, stop a car, you can protect your home, give you privacy, give you some living energy too. So this is for your own house. But for open house, we don't have time to do that because it takes like 10 years and you need to spend a lot to do that. So it's not practical for the open house. But for your own house, you can do that. This is a post office at the Montreal Park, at the city of Montreal Park. You can see that. The light is here. So this is also in a T shape. So what they do, they put a vase with the plants here. It helps a little bit, but not too much. Or you can put some blind, put some curtain inside your house, stop the view. It helps a little bit, but not for the open house. But so what can we do for the whole open house? Is there anything simple we can do? Here is some suggestion for you. If you have your car or even your truck, you can park outside. A car like this is good. A truck like this is much better. An RV is the best. Imagine you park this, your RV, you park this at here. You block all the T-shape. The people from inside cannot see outside really clear. And with this RV, it may add up the value for the property or the community a little bit, because this is like a tour, a toy, a high-end toy for the people. So it will help. Okay, here is another example. Let's say if you have an open house like this, this is something you need to fix it, something you need to do before you open to the market. You know why? Because the front door is here, and then the back door is here. They're in the same line. So the people will think that, hey, the money come and go. You can't store the money in this house. So what we can do, okay, here is some example we can do it. You see that? Before is nothing, but right now, okay, we just talk about this free plants. You can do a free plant, different plants, or you can do a water bamboo or whatever. Okay, before it's in a straight line. The energy goes straight. You can't keep it, you can't store it. But right now, you put something like this, it's in the S shape. So slow down a little bit, it will help. At the back, you put a round table. On top of the round table, you can put some fruit or flower, whatever you name it. So the idea is we store the energy inside this one, because there's no way we can close the window, close the door, or close the blind, because your customer will think that, hey, are you hiding something? We don't want that. So we want to keep it simple, let the customer understand all the situation, but we want to dress it up. So this is some example you can do that to make your home much better, your open house much better. Okay, if you have an open house like this situation we mentioned something similar before. Okay, this floor plan, they got have a lot of problem, lots of issue here. But something we can do is we can focus on this bedroom number 3. Bedroom number 3 got some problem, we need to fix it. The first of all is the kitchen is at the back of the pillow. So it's just next to the headboard. So if you sleep here, this is your master bedroom. If you sleep here, you will easily have a headache, have high blood pressure, and circulation problem. It's not good for your health. And this bedroom number 3, there's another problem. Is the restroom is here, the door is hitting this door, and this door is hitting this bed. This is not a really good idea. So if it is your bedroom, so you can do is you change the bed location from the left to the right. It saves a lot of problem. But for the open house, don't do that, because it's too complicated for you. Maybe because here there's some TV or some stuff here, and the bed is so heavy. So for the open house, don't try to touch it. There's no way we can do that because it's too heavy. But what we can do, okay, here is some example. You can use a room divider. At least you block it first. And your customer is not a professional Feng Shui master. They can't see this problem. You take a look for the floor plan, and then you see this problem. But your client, maybe they can't see it. But even though they see it, it's not a problem because you can tell them, hey, this house, if you like it, buy it. And then after that, change the bed direction, change from the left to the right. It saves the problem. It's easy. So it's not a big deal. Okay, here is another situation that we may face for the open house. We have a stair like this. The stairs can see the front door. So the people will think that, hey, the money come and go. It's not good for the money luck. So what we can do for the open house like this, people will say, hey, can I use something to block it? Or can I put something here? You can do that, but you need to consider the space, whether it's good enough. But you can also tell your customer like this, hey, here is the situation like this. But if you really like it, you can buy it. And after that, you do some modification, you do some dress up, you build a wall here, and you change the direction for the stair. Right now it's here, but you change it to here. In here, you can also have a space to put something nice, like a picture, flower, a crystal cave, something like that, to absorb the good energy too. This is what you can tell your customer when you next time you see something like this. Okay, here is another example. It happened a lot. If your floor plan like this, you need to fix it. Okay, the problem is we have some issue inside, but we have a more issue outside. You see that? It's a missing. We call it the missing corner. The missing corner got a problem. So round shape is good. If missing corner, you need to fill up with something. But what's the problem for the missing corner? This is we need to consider in this, we call it the later haven backward theory. In this later haven backward, we see that there's a two location which is so important. The first of all is the northwest location. It's belong to the daddy, it's belong to the father. This is so important. If a house is missing the northwest location, missing the father, the daddy corner, the daddy can't have a good luck in that house. If a house is missing this corner, we call it the southwest corner. This is mother corner, belong to the mom, belong to the lady. So if this corner is missing, it's a bad idea. It's not good for the mom. And this one, the northeast corner, is the money corner at this moment. So make sure this three corner is not missing. If you're missing, fill up with something first. We only have 10 minutes left, so let me hurry up. I still have a lot of things I want to share with you, but maybe I leave some of them for the next time. Okay, lighting is so important. Make sure you have enough lighting. If not, you can use this floor lamp to help you to add some lighting. And the lighting, you need to pay attention. For residential, we want to have a warm lighting. The warm is like a 2007 to 3000 degree. It's more like a yellow lighting. For commercial, it's a different. We want to have a white sunlight, 5000 to 6000. I know my time is almost up. Okay, let me finish this one. The smell. Remember I talked to you guys for the smell is so important. This smell, you can put the dry flower, whatever, but this is the secret. You can, in your open house, this is something really useful. You can bake some cookies inside the open house. The smell will spread all over the houses, and it's so natural. So when your customers step in, they smell that the cookies. Wow! If they're hungry, they take a bite. It build up a good connection between you, the house, and your customer. And this smell and the bite is so important. You will remind them, hey, this is a house. This is maybe their dream house. They can do that. Okay, the last thing, let me share with you the last thing. So before I put this, return the time to Pauline. So this chat I mentioned before, This is called zodiac chart. Which kind of zodiac is you, and then which kind of partner you like. This is an old traditional version, and I already make it nice. This is for August. This is a zodiac calendar. Let's say for Sunday is the day of the ox. It's good for rat, good for snake, good for rooster. It's bad for goats, bad for dog, bad for horse. So if you're rat, Sunday, August 2, maybe it's a good time for you to do your open house. If you want that one, you can call me, text me, I'll text it to you, or you can email me. I will email these 2 pieces of calendar to you. It can help you out. So let me return the time to Pauline. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Alex. Well, I see some of you doing the sign for have a bigger round of applause. Okay, thank you, Alex. This is so informative information for us. Right now, we have 2 questions only. Okay. But you are welcome to ask many questions here, and then you can later on we can unmute you if you want to express your question. The first question is from here. From Ying Tan. You talk about the home office, right?
Yes.
If the home office is in the garage, how to set up to have better energy if the home office want to be in the garage?
Oh, okay. First of all, a garage is not a good idea to have a home office. I know that right now we have some ADU, lots of things. Some people will use the garage to be a bedroom to rent out, or let their kid to stay there, or they want to modify to be a home office. But a garage is a bad idea to be your home office. Your home office, you need to pick the best location, because it's not just the office. It's money making, is a business comfort. So we want you to choose the best location. A garage is not a good location. If you really in a garage, there will be a lot of problems because there's no window, and then the circulation for air is not really good. Maybe there's some the heat, the water tank, the heater is over there, some noises, so it's not a good idea. But if you really like that, you can call me. This is my number here. Call me, let me feng shui your home office in the garage.
Yes, thank you so much. The second question is from Nanette. Nanette got a question. What if the room in the north side is a good side, right? But it's a smaller than 150 square footage, smaller one. Is this not good to use then? Or if it is a bedroom, can it be used as an office too?
Okay, for your home office, we want you to have enough space, because you have maybe you need to put your printer, your fax machine, and then your desk, your chair, your cabinet, lots of things is in your home office. So we want to have a normal size. 150 to 200 square feet is the perfect size for your home office. Too small, you still can do that, but it's not really good. So it's not a really good idea. And this year, the best location is not north, it's the northwest, west, and northeast. This is the 3 important location: northwest, northeast, and the west. Thank you.
Okay, great. Nana has another question. Is a carrot wood tree bed? Is this a carrot wood tree bed or a tree with 2 trunks in the front of the house? Nana, we might want to unmute you so you can express your question more. Nana, can you talk right now, Nana? Feng?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Good.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
Hi. I was just wondering about types of trees.
Yes.
That is good feng shui or not. So that's why I asked if the carrot wood is a type of tree. So I wonder if you know what this tree is, and if this one.
Can you send me some picture for that tree?
Sure. Right now?
You
Or I can.
maybe you can test me or whatever. Because as I actually, if you want for this particular Feng Shui session, I have a session. Let me show you guys. Is for the landscape design. We have we mentioned a lot of a different kind of tree. What kind of tree is good? Let's say, okay, here maybe we can leave it for next time. Here is the tree, different kind of tree. Which kind is good? Which kind is not good for your your backyard? So if you want, maybe we can leave it for next time. Something is good, something is bad. So it's for you to consider. You can have a more complete knowledge for what kind of tree or plants is good for you. Because some is good for indoor, some is good for outdoor, some is good at the front yard, some is good for the backyard. So there's some different.
And you can talk about trunks. Is it true about if a tree has 2 trunks or 3 trunks, it's not good, or it's good, or growing from the same tree?
Actually, how many trunks doesn't matter, just the shape for the tree. If let's say for the trunk, there's some round, bulky at the bottom. When you go to different park, you can see that the round, bulky bottom, just like a cancer to the tree. You can see something special. For that kind of tree, I suggest you stay away, because that this is a really, really bad luck tree. The trunk got a problem.
Okay.
Make sure in your yard you don't have that kind of tree. And for your yard, if you want to cut the tree, lots of things you need to pay attention. Maybe we can leave it for next time, so we have more time. We can talk about that one.
I'm cutting my tree tomorrow.
If you want to cut the tree, normally we'll use this calendar book to help you take a look. What
I
you
have
want
to
do
tell
tomorrow?
them tomorrow how I want to cut the tree.
Okay,
so
let me show it to you.
timing.
Tomorrow is Wednesday, right?
Either Wednesday or Saturday. Tomorrow or Saturday.
Okay, for example, tomorrow, Wednesday. Tomorrow is the day of rooster. A day of rooster is good for snake. It's good for ox. It's good for dragon. But it's bad for rabbit. It's bad for rat. It's bad for dog. It's bad for horses. So if in your family you have a horses, rat, rabbit, rooster, you need to ask them to stay away at tomorrow.
Stay away.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
how about Saturday?
Tomorrow, it didn't say it's good to cut the tree. Saturday is the day of the rat. So Saturday is good for horse. It's good for ox. It's good for monkey. It's good for dragon. But it's bad for horse. It's bad for rabbit. It's bad for ox. Actually, if you want, we will have this calendar for you, so you have a more idea which day is good for you, which day is bad. And so you can, let me go back to that page. So you can email me or text me. So this is the monthly calendar. You can email me or text me, and then I can say to you. So you have a more idea about this one. This is monthly. This is a yearly. This is about this year. This is about this month. Every month I will have one calendar showing out. So you can text me. I will email to you or text to you.
Perfect. And then I want to tell you, I just Google your tree. If you want to plant it, it's $300. Wow. It's expensive one. Okay, think about it. Check it. And the next one, Thomas. Thomas want to check a question with you. What is your Feng Shui insight on the houses located that the facing south, but the door, the body facing south, but the door entrance is facing west?
Say again.
So the building is facing south, but the door facing west.
Yes.
Normally,
if that is the case, okay, to consider what's the direction facing, we have it's a really, really complicated theory. The first of all, if there's a mountain at the back, this is the best support. So the front is the direction. If there's a water, a river, a pool, or a lake or ocean at the front, this is the front is the direction. If normally, let's say the front is a street, a road, and then my door is facing in other location, but we consider the street as the direction, because when we send the mail to you, we're based on that street. Let's say for me, 300 South Garfield, Suite 104 is my place number, my number for the house. So that one is the direction for me, the street. We still have a more like the window. If let's say the biggest window, more sunlight coming, we'll consider as a direction. Or we have a, it's so complicated, but just keep it simple. The street, mountain, or water, this is a 3 important guideline. Not the front door.
Thomas, is this explain your question?
Yeah, I think I'm giving you a description of my house because when I purchased the house, we decided to keep the door facing west for because if we would have followed the facing south, it would have been too close to the back of there is a sliding door glass door in the back, so it was too close. So for Feng Shui, it's not a good thing. So we kept it facing west. But you answered my question. My backyard, I have a pool and it's facing the mountains, which is north. Yeah. So I'm very happy for that. Thank you.
That's when you drive your car out, right? Then that is the direction you face. Like my house also face west, but my door is towards south. So like this way, my house counting as a face west side.
I guess I follow what one Feng Shui master said. I just follow the street. So my property location is facing the street, which is south.
Yes.
Yeah, you're south facing.
Perfect.
Oh, maybe next time we can do it like a more interactive. Maybe you can email me your floor plan or your case or your open house. Then we can discuss it in the class. This is a real example. So we can do that and help you to save your Feng Shui concern. And then we have some real case study can share. So if you have that one, you can test it to me or email me so we can mention it for next session.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you.
Perfect. Next one, Lynn. Lynn, you have a question to ask Master Z. Can husband and wife share office in one room?
Bad idea. Not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Yeah.
So
every single one, we believe that you should have your own home office, because you will easily have conflict with different things. Easily have some argument between two couples, because you let's say for me, for you, you see your wife, your husband all the time. At the back you see him, at night you see him, in the morning you see him. That will create some problem. So if you want to have a balanced, harmonious situation, everyone have a separate location, separate room or separate location is much better. At least you have some privacy, and then you can have your own atmosphere. You don't need to see your wife or husband all the time.
Got it. Lynn, is this your question? Do you have other question? We unmute you. So if you like ask some more detail or other question, to you, Lynn?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the answer. So if that is the case, can like one of them like to put the desk like the office area in the master bedroom? Since
no, don't do that. Bedroom is a bedroom. Don't confuse it with the office. Bad idea. Don't do that, because we need to separate business and your personal life. Separate. And if you really need to put two desks together in one room, make sure that desk is not facing each other, because you guys facing each other is against each other.
Okay, I got it. Thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you. We move to next one, Cecilia Huang. Prepare, unmute yourself and ask your question. How about in the kitchen, an open area to be a home office? From Cecilia.
So you mean that use the kitchen to be your home office?
No,
No?
just only put my laptop at the table, and so it's much easier for me to take care of something else, because now you know that the design for the kitchen is an open area.
Yeah.
It's open. Yeah.
Okay. For a lady, just for a lady, because a lady, kitchen is belong to the lady for the traditional point of view. So the kitchen is considered the money corner for a lady. So if your kitchen, if a lady want to choose a kitchen to do some simple business, it's possible you can do that. But it depends on the location. The location, because we have this one. Let me, okay, let me show. Okay, the location. Okay, for the kitchen, if it is in the southwest corner, is the best, because the southwest corner is belong to the southwest corner is belong to the earth energy, and kitchen is belong to the fire energy. So they're good together. Fire can generate earth. It's bad idea for your kitchen to be in the west and the northwest, because west and northwest is metal energy, and the fire, the kitchen fire will against the metal. So it's not a good idea. So if you use that kind of a kitchen to be your home office, it's not a good idea too, because fire will against the metal. Too much is too complicated. But if your kitchen is in the southwest, northeast, in the middle, or in the east, south, southwest, is good idea. In the south is not a good, because south is belong to fire. Too much fire, too strong fire is not good. So southeast, east, northeast, middle, and southwest is good.
Yeah, a little bit northwest, because I facing my backyard, so all the windows I can see all the trees in my back.
The northwest is belong to the metal energy. It's not a really good idea. And if the house, the kitchen is in the northwest, because the northwest is belong to the daddy. So the fire is against the daddy. So this house is not really good for the daddy. You need to put more water energy to calm down the fire.
So how about my parent already passed away?
Then you consider you to be the person in charge.
Okay.
You or your husband. This is another case.
Okay. Yeah, just for temporary, because now during the COVID-19, I just set up my computer on the desk, much easier for me, because in my living room, since I moved in up to now, still not yet completely, arranged.
Yeah.
So that's why. So not really a home office, but only my laptop. I don't have my printer, anything else yet.
Just simple one is fine, because a kitchen is good for lady.
Okay. Yeah.
Good.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
We move next one's Henry. Henry Tam, prepare, unmute yourself. I read your question. Henry said that he heard overhead beam.
Yeah.
Is bad for health in home, especially in the bedroom. Is this true, or is there the way is there ways around it?
Yeah, definitely a bad idea. You see that? So let's say if we choose this seat to be our home office, the beam is on top. It's something giving us pressure. We don't like that. Even some artificial ceiling like this, we also consider as a beam. If we sit here, the beam is on top of us. Although this beam is not too heavy, too strong one, but we still consider as a beam. It's the same idea for the bed. We don't want a bulky fans, a bulky lights on top of our bed. Let's say if you sleep here, your leg will easily got some issues because give you the pressure. Yeah, so for your home office, stay away from the beam.
Okay, great. Henry, is this answer your question, right? If not, maybe you can mark down Master Z's phone number and talk more detail for this item. And then next one, we have Seoul Ruder want to thank you for sharing your time and so much knowledge. And then Sandra sent a question regarding the home office. What if the husband used the home office occasionally and the wife is the main user?
That's still fine, because the husband just like a part-time job and the wife is a full-time job. It means that the wife is the master in charge. The husband is just like assistant or something, considered that one. So it's good for the wife.
Good. Just choose the major one, right?
Yeah,
Who is the more benefit? Yeah, think about this is a powerful energy sharing. Gloria shall say, could you send us the PowerPoint? Which corner is the best to put the office at? She remember it's the northwest. Is that correct?
Okay, you can take a look, or you can take a picture for this one. Yeah, this year, the northwest, the west, and the northeast is a good location, especially in these two areas, because number 8 and number 9. Number 8 is the number one good start in this, we call it number 8 in charge period. Number 9 is the next good one. Number 1 is the later one, but still good. 8, 9, 1.
Good. And Gloria will send you this picture too, okay? And then Cassie Young, I believe Cassie will be the last question because we don't want to bother you too long time.
Oh, no,
okay?
no problem.
The house is located in a cul-de-sac. Is it good for a Feng Shui? The house main door is by side, but does not face the street. Is this good? Kathy, we might unmute you to explain your question more detail, but Master, you can say that first. Is the house good in the cul-de-sac?
Can you describe more? I don't really understand.
喺個布袋啊。
哦。
布袋嘅 house 咧，好唔好？
Oh, so is it at the end of the road?
And the cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac.
You
know, for the cul-de-sac, it's good at this moment. The good is because it's safe. Because when every stranger they step in, all the neighborhood can see, can recognize, hey, this is something new to our community. It's good for community watch. But for Feng Shui energy, you're at the end of the road. There's no way to go. So it's not a really good idea because the energy just not floating. It's stuck over there.
Right.
But for nowadays, we like it because it's a security, safety concern. Because all the people, even the delivery guy, they come in, you can see him because no outsider will go to your session.
Kathy, this is good to your answer, right? And then I think she also mentioned the house main door is by side. Is there any?
The main door is by side?
not face the outside. It's
Oh,
a face the side part.
In Feng Shui, we don't believe that that's an issue because the direction is the most important. Even though if you you open your door in the left or the right, actually it depends on all those flying star, which kind of flying star is good or bad. But just this setting is not a problem.
Got it. The main body, the main property.
No problem. Because for the real Feng Shui, we'll consider in this one.
Perfect. I think we are very good. We are very good. We receive a lot of informative information. And thank you, Master Z. And you share so positive energy to us this morning. Before our meeting adjourned, I have a short announcement for our meeting in Western Gateway Board. Thursday, 9 o'clock, we have an affiliate panel. We have Sandy Franco, David Trang from Home Warranty. We have insurance people from Mark Wu and Hong Chang to share with us what about home warranty and insurance is so important during the pandemic. Especially nobody want to go out, right? We still need to get the people on to repair. And what is the insurance will be involved more frequently for some situation happen. And the very interesting classes for everyone is a Global Business Council will present you our GBC number 7 country, Japan, in next Friday. It's not afternoon. We put back to 11 o'clock in the morning because our speaker is Mr. Mark Kitabayashi. He is an NAR ambassador for Japan, to Japan. So he will talk to us about Japan real estate market today. I know we have an email already sending out. Can you just enroll and let us prepare a big event for you. We always have a good video before the meeting start. So charging $10.50 to enjoy the culture video. And so we have a lucky draw for 25 Amazon gift cards to you. So thank you so much. If we don't have any question anymore, we want to thank again
Thank you,
Master Z, for your informative and wonderful presentation today. And thank you, everyone joined today's class. Stay safe, happy, healthy. We'll see you soon.
See you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.